Greetings from Southeast Asia. My name is Jack. We're out here in nature with the chickens, with the bugs, with the animals. And today I'm going to be talking from the masculine perspective about why the divine masculine acts closed off when he really loves you. So the energy of being closed off does not seem like the highest vibrational energy from the divine masculine. So today we're going to be talking about why the divine masculine acts closed off, and then at the very end we're going to talk about how you can create that connection with him. And today when I discuss the masculine or the feminine, I'm not talking about genders, I'm just talking about energy. So if I say he, I'm just referring to the masculine energy. So if you have a masculine in your life right now that you believe to be your twin flame or your soulmate or just someone you have an incredible connection with, that's wonderful. And why is this happening? Why is he acting closed off? Well, either two things. Number one, he's not interested right now. He really just wants to focus on his own life and his own happiness. Or two, he does love you. He just has a lot of emotions that are coming up via the connection with you. Oftentimes there is a time gap where the masculine needs to process his emotions for a while, for a certain amount of time. And then once he's done, once he's processed it, then he's good to go to connect with you again. From the divine masculine perspective, it may seem like he's closed off, yet maybe really he's just processing his emotions and he comes off as looking like he's stoic when really he's just processing that time gap. He needs that certain amount of time to figure himself out, to gain clarity. And for you, if it's difficult being disconnected from him, maybe that's an opportunity for you to go inwards into yourself to process your emotions. Maybe there's abandonment coming up, feelings of loneliness. This opportunity from the divine perspective allows you to deal with that, for you to find your own wholeness and your own happiness within. Also, it's really important to note that he is also a human. He also has a lower masculine side. And psychologically, there's the conscious mind and the subconscious. Most likely, if your connection is bringing up a lot of emotions, a lot of triggers, then that's very uncomfortable for him emotionally, especially if he does not understand what those feelings are. Your connection is probably bringing up their insecurities, feelings of vulnerability, and the masculine does not like to feel those types of things. Initially, he may put on a front that he's closed off, that he doesn't really want to connect, when really he doesn't want to fully connect with himself because there's some things under the hood, so to speak, that he does not want to acknowledge yet. He probably can't put his finger on why he feels uncomfortable around you. He just knows that he does, and so he may unconsciously close off to you. We got some sun coming in now, so I'm gonna be looking golden like the sun. If you're wondering why does the masculine act closed off, well, it probably leads back to his upbringing. And more than likely, his father taught him to stuff his emotions. Maybe his mother too didn't give him the nurturing that he needed to have that deeper emotional intelligence. Maybe his parents rarely ever told him that they love him, so he wasn't getting the amount of love that he needed. Maybe he was never taught how to open up emotionally. Most likely he's doing his best. Your connection brings up a lot of confusion, maybe irritation, maybe annoyance, maybe you really want to connect with him, but it just doesn't feel good to him. This connection with your feminine energy feels unfamiliar. Maybe growing up he did not get that same feminine energy, so it feels very foreign to him. Maybe he doesn't understand your connection. Maybe he loses himself temporarily, and if that happens, then that distracts him from his purpose, his work, and his mission, and no man wants to be taken off his mission or fall off the train track, so to speak. So that might be one of the reasons that he avoids you or acts closed off, because he really wants to stay focused. He doesn't want to come clean and reveal all of his insecurities to you, because that makes the masculine feel weak. And the thing that the masculine is most afraid of is being weak. That's not to say that vulnerability is weak. Vulnerability is actually courage, and vulnerability is strength. It's just that the masculine consciousness tends to think that vulnerability is week. He is aware that when he's around you, that causes some of this confusion, so that may be the reason that he is acting closed off towards you. For him, it's like going into the unknown, and most people are afraid of going into the unknown because then you lose yourself, you lose your identity, and for the masculine, it's scary at first because you lose your focus. He'll probably either go into solitude to figure himself out at home, go into his cave, so to speak, and he may not be responding to you because he really needs that time to connect back to himself and figure himself out. Your connection can also bring about a lot of pain for him. So be aware of that and be really compassionate towards him if that's the case. Ultimately, he needs to realize that it's not you that he's running from or you that he's being closed off to, it's himself. Really quick, if you want to know the signs that he is your twin flame or not, if you're wasting your time, then check out the 22 Signs of Twin Flame Reunion checklist that my wife and I have put together. You can check that out in the description box below. Once everything has turned to normal, once he has processed his emotions, he's gone through his hero's journey, then he may return, he may be open to connect again. Now, how do you know when they're ready to connect? Well, he will create an open line of communication with you. He will be responding, there will be a back and forth dialogue. Intuitively, you feel a connection with him. There's not going to be that feeling that he's hiding from you. You'll feel safe with him rather than maybe afraid that you're going to lose the connection with him or you're going to get abandoned. You'll know that he's ready to connect because when you meet, he'll be able to look you straight in the eyes and not look away or distract himself with his phone or his other text messages. He'll be here, present and grounded with you. He'll be comfortable with his emotions. He'll be able to communicate how he's feeling and then receive the emotions that you have. So don't ever settle for less than what you deserve in your connection with your masculine partner. Once again, if you would like to know the 22 Signs of Twin Flame Reunion so that you know that it's your true love, your divine soulmate, and that you're not wasting your time, then go ahead and check out that checklist in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching. Namaste. Namasko.